8 years ago, I had no assets on my name and hardly any financial knowledge. Fast forward today, I've created 7 income sources from scratch and it has made me financially free. I can retire anywhere in the world. So in this video, I'm going to share the simple income streams that I've built over the last 8 years. I'll show you how much money you need upfront, and for some of them, you don't need to invest any money. I'll also show you how long it takes to start seeing income with each and every one of them, and how easy or difficult it was to set them up. If you want to create a better financial reality for yourself and you've never done it before, I want to share that I started creating these passive income streams when I was in my 40s. So I hope this inspires you to take action because it's never too late. The only thing standing between you and an extra $1,000 or even $10,000 a month in passive income is just a few skills, and you can easily learn them. So let's get started. First off, I'm starting with the easiest way to earn passive income, which is dividends. Dividends are when a company makes a profit and then shares a portion of it with its owners. So let's say you bought 1 share of a stock. That means you own a tiny piece of that company. The thing is that dividends are totally passive. There's a management team running the company, hopefully in a skilled way. You can just sit back and let someone else handle it. So right now, I make about $680 a month from dividends. I have an investment with JP, that's JP Morgan ETF, and that is a favorite holding of mine because they pay dividends monthly. JP is an investment fund that gives you exposure to the stock market with a portfolio of large cap US stocks and writing options on these stocks, which is basically selling the right to buy or sell shares of the stock at a certain price. So that generates extra income too. JP has a dividend yield of 9.1% in the last year. Dividend yield is a way to see how much income you get from owning a particular stock. Of course, it depends on the stock price at the time you buy it. So how do you find stocks that pay good dividends? If you're new to investing, like I was, and if you don't know which company is good enough to invest in, a good way to get your feet wet is to invest in index mutual funds or ETF. This is probably one of my favorite ways to earn money because for the most part, you just buy it and that's it, and you enjoy the dividends coming in. An index fund follows and mirrors the performance of a market index. For example, the S&P Dividend Aristocrats Index, which includes companies with a history of increasing their dividends every year. ETFs stands for Exchange Traded Funds, and they work in a similar way. They both give you a wide market exposure, low fees, and they're a great way to invest in the stock market without having to pick individual stocks yourself. Up next, the second easiest passive income stream for me is interest, which brings in about $200 a month. So interest is what you get when you lend money to someone. In the traditional banking system, to earn interest on your money, you usually lock your money in a savings account for a year or 2. During that time, you can't access your money and you receive the interest only at the end of that period. The bank pays you the interest rate because they use your money to lend it to other people at higher interest rates, which is how the banks make money. I have a traditional savings account like that, which gives me a 5% return on my dollars if I keep them locked in for a whole year. If you're getting value from this video so far and these tips are helping you to retire early, please do me a quick favor, just click on the like button below. It helps with the algorithm and the ranking, and why not subscribe to the channel and follow if you haven't already done so. Interest and dividends are great for passive income because they're really easy. You do the initial setup and the money comes in every month. It's a great feeling. But you should also think about creating additional passive income sources that may take a little bit more effort to set up, but the money they generate can make a real difference in your life. So moving on to my third passive income source, which is YouTube. What I like about YouTube is that every every video you create is like a little piece of property on the internet that keeps making money. A video that I made a few months ago is still getting views and making money, and technically it could still be generating income for years to come. I began this YouTube channel 8 months ago, but it's not my first one. I started making YouTube videos in 2019 with a beauty channel, and it went very well, but after creating about 40 videos on the topic, I lost interest and I felt stuck, so I unlisted all these videos. Technically, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. The most common way people make money on YouTube is through Google AdSense. It's the payment you get for allowing ads to show on your videos. Advertisers actually pay a lot of money for these ads, and YouTube shares that money with you as a creator. You're essentially letting these brands get exposure to the demographic of people who are watching your videos. So every month, the amount you earn depends on how many people watch your videos. As for how much you can earn, let's look at this video, which I posted less than 2 months ago. I got 135,000 views and it earned $590 so far. So the sky's the limit. Some YouTubers are bringing in 6 figures just from ad revenue. So with YouTube, I won't sugarcoat it. You're doing a lot of work up front without getting paid for quite some time. But if you can keep in mind that you're building assets that will bring in money for years, then it will give you that drive and that motivation to put in the effort. My next idea for passive income is affiliate marketing. With affiliate marketing, you earn commissions for promoting other people's products. For example, Amazon has an affiliate program that anyone can join at any time. That's why I've listed my all-time favorite life-changing books in the description below. If someone clicks on the link and buys, it doesn't cost them more than buying it without any referral. But if they do buy, Amazon's shares a small portion of their profit with me. Besides setting up the affiliate links, all you need is traffic, aka eyeballs, and you do this by creating awesome content that provides a lot of value to people and makes them want to watch. The more traffic, the more clicks and sales, and the more income you make. As a passive income stream, it's easy because you're not putting in any additional work. It basically relies on the content you're already creating, and it can bring in a few $100s a month. The nice thing about it is that you recommend things that you genuinely like, the same way you would recommend it to a friend. Next up is one of my largest income sources, and it's honestly one of my favorites: brand sponsorships. For many YouTubers, this is probably their main source of income. It's not 100% passive, but boy, is it worth it. I get offers to collaborate with brands in my email every single day, but for the most part, I turn down about 99% of them because I only promote products I genuinely like. I wouldn't recommend anything to you guys that I don't believe in. For brand collaborations, brands usually look at your subscriber count and the level of engagement on your videos. They also want to make sure that your content aligns with their brand values. It's not a completely passive income source because it depends on your subscriber count. So it basically relies on creating awesome content that people want to watch. Same as affiliate income. And it's not entirely passive because there's a lot of back and forth about the contract, which can sometimes take days, and that part I really don't like. I started getting offers for brand sponsorships when I reached 10,000 subscribers, which was about 3 months into this channel. But since I had my previous YouTube channel for about 4 years, that certainly helped me set up my first brand collaborations on this channel. As for how much you get paid for brand collaborations, it really depends on the brand and on your subscriber count. I can't share what each brand paid, but generally my latest brand deal 6 months into starting this channel was $1,500 for a 60-second shout out in one video, and my highest was $2,500. Finally, my last income idea is rental property. But before you say I don't have that kind of money and click out of this video, hang on, because I'm going to share 2 easy ways in which you can go into real estate even if you have as little as $10 to invest every month. If you already have some savings, you can start small, which is what I did. After saving everything I could for 3 years, I managed to find a small 1-bedroom apartment in a small city in a neighborhood that was considered not that great or even not that safe at the time. I bought it for £90,000, and after I cleaned it up, painted it, made it into a home, I rented it out immediately to a recent college graduate. I still own that apartment, and every month for the last 6 years, I've been getting the rental income. With a little more savings, I did my second investment, and now I have 5, and my rental income brings in just under $3,000 a month. Is it 100% passive? I would say not. You have to look after your assets and always have things to fix. Because I've been doing it for quite a while, I now have local property managers, and if there's a leak or a new tenant lease to sign up, they take care of that. But in a way, I feel like you need to still be hands-on even if you have a management company. For example, do I change the roof now and pay $6,000, or do I just fix the leak and hope it will hold for another year? Do I agree to the tenants bringing in a second dog? Of course I do. And do I let the tenant who is always late with rental payments stay for another year? There are always decisions to be made. As for how I decide where to invest, I usually pick smaller cities, and I always do some research and I look for the redevelopment plan for the area. When I see an urban plan that includes a new train station about to be built in the neighborhood in the next couple of years, of course train stations never open on time, but still, or when old buildings are going to be taken down and new high-rise buildings are going to be built, or if there's an army base or a hospital nearby, these are all signs of potential demand from good quality tenants. If you don't have enough money for a down payment on a property, properties like this can also be financed with a small mortgage. Or you can look into these 2 options that require very small upfront investment. One option is REITs, which stands for Real Estate Investment Trusts. These are like shares in a company that owns real estate, and it's a way to get your foot in the door, invest in real estate without directly owning or managing it. REITs are traded on major stock markets, and they give you a steady dividend income. For example, Vanguard offers a REIT ETF called VNQ. It costs about $80 per share, which means you can own a piece of a large real estate portfolio, office buildings, shopping malls, hotels, self-storage facilities, managed by Vanguard, and the fees are very low. For every $1,000 you invest, you would pay $1.20 in annual fees. You can also look into crowd-funded real estate investments like Fundrise. Crowdfunding allows you to take part in financing a real estate project and potentially earning returns with a very minimal upfront investment, as low as $10. The thing is, everything I just told you only works if you focus on improving your money mindset. If you don't work on that, everything I shared won't be effective. So go watch my other video, 7 bad money habits that make you poor, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.